His neck is covered in foamy spittle like it's just been shampooed. The white men swing their clubs. Veins pulse at the Doberman's downy temples. Not for the first time, I remember our pointed question from the Companion Species Manifesto: who should eat whom, and who should cohabit? The Doberman snarls and snaps the air, his humongous paws scratch at the fence. When we first met, I winced at the surgical interventions he'd been subjected to. A dog's tail is semantic. To cut it off is to refuse to listen. Now I understand this is part of his brand. He's a huge, vicious bunny, ears and tail cropped to broadcast ceaseless militance. I squeak the severed arm again. The Doberman's neck jerks. A tiny flicker registers in his taut musculature. It's an overture to the prize I'm working for, attention. I shake the sandwich bag containing liver balls and step down off the porch onto the perfectly manicured lawn. The Doberman ignores me. You can overtrain a dog. You can ask them for too much, too many times, and this might cause you to lose your cool and become unstable. Animals don't follow unstable pack leaders. Only humans promote, follow, and praise instability. Only humans have leaders who can lie and get away with it, teaches Cesar Millan, the dog whisperer. From behind the fence, I appraise the stance of a tanned, pot-bellied man. He squats, bounces, shifts his hips to take a practiced swing. Scrotum still present, I observe. I take a deep breath, accept the circumstances I cannot control. I'll sit down in the sun and wait, listen to the growling and gnashing, the ocean crashing, the faint din of real estate talk. I'll tune in to the seductive sounds of Silver City. Cesar, I'm beginning to understand, is whispering me too. Soon, the golfers motor to the next hole. The Doberman comes to me then, whimpering. He paws at my thigh. I squeak the severed arm. He sits, drops. I treat him. He puts his giant anvil head in my lap. His lids droop so that just a sliver of white shows. A broad drool stain spreads across my shorts. His bunny tail twitches as he dreams of the kill. I first meet Mark and learn of the Doberman on return from a ramble across the rifle range with Baby. The sun is out, as is Baby's tongue. Her blotchy hindquarters sway as we trot along the suburban street that leads to our temporary home. Ahead, a Gen X silver fox is dragging used furniture out of his house and onto the grassy verge by the road. Stop. Sniff, Baby telegraphs. It's a good idea. I have use for free furniture. We circle the pile of old wine racks and coat hangers, CD towers and faded ottomans. The man ignores us, remains intent on his task. Are you throwing out any drawers? I ask him. Sorry? What? The man startles at the sudden intrusion of another person on the suburban peace. A chest of drawers. I'm in the market. He looks at my chest reflexively, then anxiously shifts his gaze to the pile of castaway goods, finally letting it settle on his hands. I dig around for the appropriate nomenclature. Dresser? Tall boy? Credenza? I could also use a rug if you're getting rid of one. I don't mind cleaning it. The man looks vaguely affronted. After a while I say, not to worry, in my friendliest, most submissive voice and turn in the direction of home. Actually, wait, the man calls out. Do you want any dog toys? I look down at Baby. She squints. Of course we do. We circumnavigate the pile of old suitcases and Freedom Furniture end tables. Rich people have such terrible taste, I think, not for the first time since I arrived in the coastal suburbs of Silver City. The man is in his garage now, throwing brand new dog toys into a reusable Woolworths bag. All the fancy brands, the $30 and up brands. Play it cool, I telegraph to Baby, whose eyes lock on the loot. The beleaguered ex's house is all white, with a manicured lawn, sparkling windows behind white louvres. Through the largest, I clock a rumpus room with a wall of CDs and a tan leather recliner. Through the smaller one, a red plastic rose in an elaborate cut crystal vase. Stacked along the garage walls, the requisite stores of sparkling wine, Crown Lager and, apparently, a pet store worth of Bounty. Cleaning up or moving, I ask. Sorry? I don't repeat the question. I've no sooner asked it than I sense the Reaper encroaching.